Hello and welcome to Cherry Hills. You catch us at the bottom of field 10, and this is actually the first time we've seeded it since we've done a bit of reshaping on it. You can see we've got a bit of a green line. We've actually cut a bit of the old field off to square it up a bit. What we're going to do is we are going to plant canola on this field, or oilseed rape, and we need to do our headlands. So we're going to start on this corner with the big bud, and we're going to let him do his thing. So I've kind of got myself set up. I'm going to turn on the seeder, lower it, and let's make a start. So we're basically going to putting some canola down. We've got us all lined up. We'll do essentially 3 sides with the seeder manually to get the headlands in place, and then we'll let the kind of helper do the rest of the field. I wanted to get 3 fields sown before this end of this game day. We've got 2 done. Field 1 is done. Field 3 is done now completely. So we just need to get this guy done, and then we're good. Field 2 and 5, I'm going to save those for essentially the next game day, and have those done. And these 3 fields we're kind of done now will essentially be harvestable in theory. So yeah, we're just getting everything done, and then we can get stuff harvested and the like. So Big Buddy's working away. I still think I need to buy another one, to be honest. It's quite hard work with just one of them. We've got 2 fields now. We've got all our fields now are Big Bud doable fields, to be honest. Field 1 is now Big Bud field, given its size and the nature of that field. It would be advantageous to have that as an option. So I'm just going to reverse it a little bit and make a turn, because we kind of want to just reset the GPS mod. So we've done a lot of work in straightening this field up actually. So we kind of have made quite an effort to get this field into a state. Hopefully we can get this turned. And hopefully it doesn't make so much, lose too much. But we should be good. So yeah, we'll get this guy. Obviously, we are seeding and fertilizing. This guy is basically a beast. I do like the seeder. It does take it handles some of the field contouring really well. You can just watch there. That's got a section of field contour which throws some seeders. They just kind of don't seed it particularly well. There's another section further up, if memory serves, as well, which is the same. It's kind of nice to watch the segments of the seeder just kind of adapt to the shape of the field. You kind of have to have that in a seeder this wide. So it's really the big bud equipment that we use is perfect on this map. We use the big cultivator. We use this big seeder. It's the only 2 real pieces of equipment and tooling we use. We don't use anything else. Obviously we use the tractor, because it's pretty much the only thing that can pull the seeder. We don't use the big bud for the cultivator because we have a really good Challenger mod that actually does that for us. It's got a little bit more power. So it's like 700 horsepower, which is enough for the 500 that's required for that. And it's a really good piece of kit for the thing. We only have one of those cultivators, so we should actually get two now. Again, because we have this the field situation we're in at the moment. We were using small cultivators for the field one, but now yes, we do use them for the ploughing, because it's the widest plough we've got, and it's actually wider than the big bud plough, which is kind of annoying, but it just works. But these guys, it's definitely the best seeders. Also, capacity wise on this seeder is amazing. We've done two fields with it. Granted, we use a helper, so the helper buys the seed, but this is the kind of the headers and the sort of headlands. This was full, and now we're at 13,000, so we used about 2,000 seed doing what we've done so far. I haven't fueled this thing in a while as well. It's 2,000 litres left, and a little bit over half full, so we should probably fill up at some point, but we'll just keep going for a while. I do wish this would go quicker, but yeah, we're kind of limited. Coming up to the end here, I can't remember what we did at the end here, actually. I wonder if we actually completely levelled the edge up. I think we did. We made it completely straight, if memory serves. So, yeah, we did. So, although we do have the corner, we did straighten it out completely. It does make it a little bit easier. As you can see, we've done quite a bit of work on these fields. Straightening them out, tweaking the sizing. We do lose a bit every time we do it, or in some cases, you know, in the case of field 1, we gained the sheer acreage we've actually gained as a result, doubled that field size. With that work, that one piece of work has vastly increased the size of that field, so we doubled the size in the process, and it's definitely made a big difference. So it's a huge field now, and it's definitely going to be an interesting field going forward. We don't really have a field we can use for root crops, unfortunately, now. It's one of the reasons why I've been considering buying other fields. We prep them, we can potentially use them for root crops. Some of the small ones that we could potentially buy, so field 7 I think it is. We could square that one up and make that into a nice size field for root crops. Stuff like that would be quite good. Anyway, so we've done a lot of work on this far side to kind of make the edge nice and straight, and kind of strength and lengthen it, and we kind of tweaked the edges, and yeah, we've done quite a bit of tweaking to this field. The interesting thing about this field as well, we've got that section over there you can just see in the distance by the trees, which is essentially the kind of leftover bit that we haven't kind of filled in. I may put grass on it, but the other thing I was thinking is actually might make a nice little bit of a root crop field, potentially. But we've done this, we've straightened this out, we've kind of made one edge and removed the curve. And yeah, definitely made a big difference to the end of this field. And what we've done with the tree line and everything else as well is we've just made, although we don't need to necessarily do a headland anymore here, it is actually good to do it. It really is. Let's just get ourselves lined up kind of, and we'll reset the GPS, get it programmed in, and let's kick this off. We'll let the helper take over in a second, once we're kind of rolling, and at that point we are good. We now have the worker going, and this should just roll this field, and basically we are doing our thing on this field. Good stuff. As you can see, this is basically what field 1 looks like now. A nice big long field, nice big long straight field, nice and squared. It's actually really good, so it's going to be an interesting one going forward. So what I was thinking is this field 7 here, we cut across here, we get a nice smallish square field, which should actually be perfect for fruit crop. We could literally just cut across from this corner across and just take out with rolls some of the old field, and then we've got a nice area for us to work with. So we could potentially square it up a bit bigger, make it a bit bigger, you know, with this, depending on what's in this area here. But I think initially we just cut across and do that. It makes it an interesting field for us to use going forward. You know, we could do stuff with this field as well. Field 8, I would, because we've got a rock here, we've got this tyre section here, which I'd actually just cut across here, square off this, and just lose this bit here. If we turn it to concrete, it actually make a really good placement spot, to be honest. Anyway, so what do we need to do? Well, last time we actually said we kind of need to do a few little chores. So I'm gonna just need to actually check something actually. I'm going to check what's in the back of here. This has been sat on this lot for ages actually, and I can't remember if it's actually full or not. I think it will actually take one more. Yeah, it will take. Whoops. If I put work mode on. Let me just grab, and I think there's at least one. You can take a bag of sugar, I think. Let's take this bag of sugar and get that off here. Stick it in the back of this guy. Yeah, that isn't actually full. Oops. Damn it. How do you want to do that? I just get it slightly wrong. I was kind of hoping so I could just get enough purchase on it to lift it off. So all I need to do is that. So this guy basically loads it. We're now stuck in that gap. Okay, so we are good there. We have so much stuff here actually. Got all these that we need to lift as well. But we've got a lorry full of produce there we need to sell. So let's actually get that sold. So let's drive our Mack truck. Our trailer's completely full. And let's take this bad boy and sell it at the Savapa Agro shop that we have planted on the map. I'm trying to remember where we are actually. Okay, we are here, so the shop is up here somewhere. So we do need to go left here. So we have our fancy Nakota trucking truck. We modified the original cargo bull and added that. Not the best job, but it actually looks better. You know, Nakota Trucking, whoever they are, they're actually a Colorado-based trucking company, if memory serves. It's one of the things I tried to do with this, is choose names for the various things that I put on that are in keeping with a premise of a Colorado-based map, Cherry Hills, Colorado. Now, some things I've not been able to do it with. Caster Food Inc. It's Caster Food Inc. It's maybe German, but it's also an American ink. So Apple ones I haven't touched. The brewery's called Rock House, which is a Colorado brewery company. The Wool Spinnery, I'm not sure actually exactly where they're from, but they're an American company, so I chose that one. Aurora Dairies is a Colorado-based organic dairy, if memory serves. And then we have, what else did we do? Oh, the bakery's just bakery. I couldn't find a bakery that wasn't like a massive chain. I couldn't find a local bakery that I could use the thing for. Who else do we have? Obviously the orchards and everything else are kind of integral, so they're just as they are. What else? The charcoal factory doesn't have a name, so that's also kind of as it is. Right, I can't remember if it's this one or it's the next one. It's the next one, I think. So, yes, it is, because it's down by the dairy. Sorry, not the dairy, the diner. So, let's turn here. And right, let's get this unloaded. Well, we're not going backwards there. We're reversing, we're not reversing. Oh well. Unload. Why? These will slowly sell. As you can see, they are ticking along. We've got quite a lot of product here. We've got sugar, we've got the various dairy products that we're going to sell here. This is the Savappa central handle, which is shop, basically. Sells all of the goods from the Savappa mods, which is really cool. I do like how it sells, actually. Looks good. They don't just disappear en masse. Savappa Agro mods are really well done. I do like the production line usage that they've done. Really makes things tick over. Like I say, the only drawback of the Savappa stuff is because there's no ability to have a pallet handler on a placeable. You are limited by the fact you have to constantly unload stuff, and it detracts from game time. But you know, we do still sort of tick them over. So we've got a whole ton of stuff there that we kind of want to clear out. Kind of mentioned that we'll probably be adding them to the Snetterton's farm map, but we won't be adding them as this is the reason why we are slightly lifted above the ground. That's why we couldn't get any traction. So what we will do, what we'll be doing is adding them, but we'll be adding them as a G placeable, and then we'll add a part handler to them, and they'll go into a central distribution point. And when we add them, we're going to add stuff to this Netterton's map in stages. We will do it from episode 10 onwards or thereabouts, potentially, or essentially when winter comes, or just maybe midwinter, or something along those lines. I take this back down to the actually I'm going to take this to the fruit greenhouses actually, because we have a ton of stuff there we need to actually collect. We need to load up a lot of fruit, if memory serves, because there's a lot of fruit down there that needs taking somewhere. Let's either take it to the store or take it to the dairy. The dairy's not chewing through a lot, so it's better off to take it to the store, to be honest. So we will drive this one down there. What I will probably do when I do the swap mods on Snetterton's farm is I will actually kind of change the way the production line works. The dairy will become the normal dairy that I use, the GE dairy, which is the Aurora dairy, as I call it, but it's the Mulkery GE placeable. I'll extend that to perform some of the things that the Savapa dairy does. So it will basically do yogurt, and it will do some of the other goods, and then we will use fruit from the Savapa mods to feed that a little bit more. And the fruit will also go into a cake shop as well. Well, a bakery, or the bakery basically. The bakery is going to have some tweaks done to it as well, so that basically it will produce cake as well as bread. I'm sure I'm going to package them yet. I have to figure that out. Bread's easy, we've got bread boxes, and I think I've got something that could work as essentially boxes for pies and stuff, cakes. We'll see. So we are going just over there. You'll just see in the corner. Get the lorry and take it into the yard there. Now, I'm not actually taking a semi-trailer in here for ages, so I've got to remember where the turning point is on this, because it is not tight, but it is awkward. Right, now we're going to do, whoops, I'm going to turn around here because I kind of want to have this so it's easy to drive out, and we're going to load it up here. That's fine. I'm just going to put the work mode on because we are actually going to right, yes, we are going to open this up as well. So we're gonna do the full. Let's just open the side up so it looks cool. Right, so I've got to remember how to do this. Do the planks. There is a. I just can't remember where it is. Open plane. That's the one. That's the sides. We've dismounted the planks to open the sides, and we've got the nice big open space. How cool is that? I do love that feature of this. Right, let's just grab this guy. Click on the time. See how well we're doing. Right, I'm gonna. We'll pop this into the storage. So, I think I mentioned this a couple of times on map reviews. The Savapa warehouses are kind of cool. However, they are small, in the sense that they are small in physical size, and you know you're limited, and you're going to place 10 different buildings as well. Let me just grab this and put this into work mode as well. And the interesting thing is that both they were inspiration for our central distribution to a certain extent. But I did a map review of the Frisian Marsh map, the Nord Frisian Marsh, which is basically quite a nice little map. Huge amount of production, like literally something like the most production I've seen on any map, to be honest. But they have a central distribution too. They do it slightly differently, as in theirs basically works on this very simple premise that you are picking up. It's terrible for driving. You are picking up and taking to the central point yourself. I've taken this and used this as the kind of idea behind my central distribution. Oh, that was awesome. That's such a perfect pickup. It seems such a shame to just drop it off into the back of this. But we're loading it. So we're getting all this fruit off. These guys just, because we don't empty them that often, they've really have filled these in ages. I haven't filled these in ages. I really haven't. It's just, I think it's literally just because of, and again, another perfect pickup. I'm going to pick up all of these, and we've got a whole ton of stuff over there to actually load up as well. It's one of the reasons why I want to kind of do this. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use the AR frame truck to load those by basically picking them all up with the auto load, because there's a lot. But we don't have a huge amount of time. That was terrible. There had to be one, didn't there? As long as I get it clear of that, it's fine. And we loaded that. As you can see, there's already starting to fill up. Right, so I'm going to just take this guy, and I'm going to basically just unload those into the shed. I really should actually get rid of these. We should actually have a storage shed for them, to be honest. We really should. Whoops. basically what I'll do is I'll just unload these by just loading them by next to this. And this should just pick them up. There we go. How crafty is that? It's very, very cheeky, to be honest. Really cheeky. My hope is I can do these without actually picking up anything from. I'm going to do this by basically kind of having my edge a little bit to the side. Yes, managed to do that. And then we will be full of fruit. It's kind of funny, this has all been sat here for essentially game years, because I haven't done anything with it. If this was normal fruit, this was spoiled a long time ago. You know, it's kind of funny that way. And that's all nicely loaded up. We just need one. Actually, no. I think it's one or two more pallets. Maybe two. But there we go. That's all loaded up. And we will. So I'm not sure what we can do with the rest of these. I don't think I actually have these pallets actually as something that's usable. Oh, I will have to check actually. These are pallets that can actually work with the charcoal factory. This will actually save us a whole host of work. Actually, just going to park this actually in here. There we go. Done a few little odd jobs as you've seen. Kind of loading up our produce ready to sell. That is pretty much all we're going to have time for today, and thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more of this series and our others, please subscribe to the channel. And so with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.